Our next delegation is John Salvis, resident, regarding the new snow removal contract. John, are you here? Welcome.
My name is John Salvis. Good morning. I'm here to talk about snow removal, sidewalk snow removal. I moved to Mississauga into my current residence in 1996. In 2013, I began to experience sidewalk plow damage. So from 1996 to 2013, there was no sidewalk plow damage, okay? Then it began. Damage persisted for a number of years, and in 2019, I did another deputation to council. Much of what you're going to see is just the slides of preparation that was done for that. Now I understand from the city that there's a new contract for sidewalk snow plow removal. Excuse me. And I guess what I'm really getting to is that based on previous behavior, I don't know that the appropriate controls and remedies are in place for the sidewalk snow removal program, and I want to show the council what I have experienced. I don't think it's exceptional. In other words, I don't think I'm the only one in Mississauga that's going through this. And now we're on the verge of a huge move forward. So what I'd like to do is to see if we can get this thing moving. This is a slide actually from the previous presentation in 2019 of damage that was done to my lawn going back to 2013. All right, this year, so far, I've been hit 3 times. So I call it the 3 hits, okay? There's the first one, the second one, and the third one. They're not minor. So I obviously get in touch with my counselor, ask him what the heck's going on here. So this is after the second hit. I ask, explain that I talked to 311, and they explained to me that some lawn damage is normal. So I asked my counselor, what is normal? What do you mean by normal? And of course, what I find out is nobody's really sure. He passed it on to Works. Works didn't answer the question, but what they explained is that the plow width, and you know this, the plow width and the sidewalks are the same width. And somehow that's the cause of the problem. I didn't have any problems for 12 years. Then the problems started and they have persisted. Plow width has nothing to do with the problem that is being experienced. It relates more to, is the freeze in, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to get into the technicalities. I presume that Works people are here and they can explain all that to you. So, of course, I get in touch with the counselor again. I request information regarding what I'm supposed to do in terms of getting this problem solved. What's my role? So, 17 years of good service, and then that's the first incident that I recorded. It's not bad. As a matter of fact, I don't think I even reported it. I recorded it, thinking, oh, it's exceptional, but I had my camera, took a picture. Somebody keeps telling me, plow damage is normal. No, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. And it needs to be managed. The following year, this happened to me. Pretty malicious, I say. That's real serious damage. I saw that happen. I walked out, I was doing gardening. I saw that happen. The plow operator, and this is not even, plow operator done it. He looked at me, I looked at him. I figured, well, he's fixing the cable box or something. I continue on with my work. I come back out, and that was left on my lawn. Maybe it was a Rogers guy? No. This has all been shown before, but nothing has happened. Nothing has changed.
Sir, you're at the end of your time. Can you conclude, please?
I would like to come back because I think this is serious. I would like to take as much of your time as the previous people did, which was more like 10 minutes. I don't need any questions on your behalf because we've gone through this once before. I want you, may I continue?
I'll give you one more minute.
Could I have two?
This is not a negotiation. How about you just get started and we'll see?
I think I'm going to expose the fact that it just continues, okay? So let me play this out. You just watch. This goes on for several years. Council has done nothing. This is February 2020. All right? You can see the plow tracks. You can see what your service contract is doing. These are plow poles, all right? Encroachment poles that my neighbors have put up. All right, more damage, 2021. The problem is not getting solved. This is 2022, 2023. Are you seeing this? Last time council said nothing and did nothing. No questions, no nothing. All right, citizen participation, that's what I'm supposed to do, and I'm being told to not continue explaining to council what's been going on. So I ask, what is going on? I ask 311, my counselor, and the Public Works, and nobody can explain to me what is normal damage. All right? Can anyone here explain to me what's going on? I've spoken to counselors. So what's eligible? Please pay attention. All right, this is lawn damage that was done. Would this be eligible for repairs? Mayor, would this be eligible for repairs? Well, what happened was I reported it in December. I took the photograph in July, and this was never repaired.
Okay, sir.
I would like to also say...
Excuse me, sir. If you would like
obviously, you don't... You're
We're
indicating...
very interested, sir. We would like...
You don't have the time, correct?
Correct.
And you're not prepared to give me the time.
No,
correct?
we would like to answer your questions.
All right.
If you would stop speaking because you're getting very repetitive, we would be pleased to answer
It is
your
repetitive
questions.
for a reason, Mayor.
I understand the reason, but you
Yes.
now should stop talking and we will
I would like
try-
to explain one more thing then. All right? And this is only going to take a few seconds to roll through to the part that I received an email 2 days ago from somebody who exposed all of the RFT documentation for this particular project. All right? I wrote back to the clerk explaining that I don't have the time or interest to go through the RFP documents that are there, because the proper way to do this is to get information through council. All right? You're seeing now the fact that these are lawn repairs that were done by the city. The contractor causes the problem, the city repairs it. The contractor repaired the problem, all right, caused the problem, the city comes by and repairs it. That is the pattern. There's evidence here. This year, it's a disaster.
Sir,
All right, so my time is up. All I'm saying is there are the documents. They're all there. I'm coming to council asking for support and help and an explanation, so please go ahead with your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Mahoney has a question.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. And I guess I'll see if Helen can come down, but Mr. Salvas, obviously you and I have had a few call it hundreds of emails back and forth, and I understand your frustration on this. I think the question that you've asked, and you asked me, was, is normal written in the new contract?
I didn't ask that.
No, that's what you've asked.
I didn't ask you.
This is a pattern
Sir,
when you interrupt me, sir. Like, I'm just trying to get through to the question, so if you could just, we respected you speaking, and I just would just
I'll
ask
let
if
you finish, sure.
But in the email correspondence back to me, and I have one very recently, the question was, is normal in the contract, which is why the tender documents and all of those were sent to you. Normal is not in the contract. When you spoke to 311, I'm assuming, and this is what I've tried to communicate, that the 311 operator was saying that this does happen. So they perhaps used a poor word to explain this, that this happened. So I'm assuming that the 311 operator was saying that this is normal and it does happen, but I don't think that they were saying that this is in the contract and it's fine. The other thing I will say, and we've had this discussion too, there are processes in place when this does happen that you are put on a list of repair that's in the contract, and that is what does happen. We are dealing with human behavior. We had 50 plus centimeters of snow on Sunday and Monday, as I'm sure you saw. It can be a challenge for these operators to stay the line along there, and these situations unfortunately do happen.
I'm not sure what the question is.
Sir,
I'm trying to answer your questions, actually.
Taking a long time.
Excuse me, Councillor Mahoney. If you interrupt again, we're going to have your mic turned off. Try to behave like a gentleman, please. Let the man answer your question.
Yeah, and I have. So, again, I understand, the frustration. Your question to me, I tried to answer that no, normal is not in the contract. As far as processes that the winter maintenance staff have, there are processes in place that when this does happen, you will be put on a repair list, and that work will be done in the spring to every single house that's done. And failing this continuing, Madam Mayor, I'm happy to move receipt of the deputy.
Thank you.
May I respond?
No, you may not. Councillor Mahoney, do you want?
Maybe Helen could just come up, Madam Mayor, and just.
Would you like a response, sir?
No, I'm asking our staff to come up, Mr.
Helen,
Salvis.
could you come up, please? Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Mayor, and maybe just a couple of points on our sidewalk clearing program, and more specifically the sod repair. And to Councillor Mahoney's point earlier, normal probably wasn't the correct word to use, but unfortunately one of the expectations or one of the results or side effects of sidewalk snow clearing is sod damage, and it happens for a number of different reasons. It can happen because there is sod overgrowth onto the sidewalk and the plow clips it, and I think you saw some examples in the photos that Mr. Salva shared with you this morning. Also, there are instances where we're plowing the sidewalk and the boulevard isn't completely frozen, and if the plow veers off a little bit, there's more damage. If the ground is frozen, there tends to be less damage. And of course, there's always operator error. It's a challenging service to deliver, often in very adverse conditions. When it's snowing, everything is covered. It can be very difficult to see exactly where the sidewalk is. Regardless of why the damage may happen, it is our responsibility to ensure that it is repaired. And maybe one point of clarification, the cost of the repair is charged back to the contractor. We do share the responsibility for repair depending on the nature and degree of damage. Sometimes it's repaired by city staff, and we charge that back to the contractor. Otherwise, if it's more significant, especially those instances where we believe that the damage has occurred as a result of operator error, we will require the contractor to go out and do the repairs as well. So we do have a process. There is a website where residents can submit sod repair damage. We will then in the spring review all of those, action them, and get those repairs taken care of, again, at the cost of our sidewalk contractor.
Thank you, Helen. And I want to point out that your team has done an incredible job with the biggest snowstorm we've ever had, and we appreciate it very much. I have a question. Can Mr. Salvis's house be taken off our sidewalk plowing routine?
From a minimum maintenance standards, there is a legal obligation for us to provide a certain degree of service for all sidewalks within the city of Mississauga, so it's not something I would recommend.
Okay, thank you.
So may I make a brief comment about eligibility
No,
for repairs?
you may not. I'm sorry. This isn't a debating society. You have given your position. Councillor Moni has moved receipt. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Hornick, all those in favor?
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to have to clear the chamber. We're going to go to in camera.